Hello everyone, and welcome to my study here at Haxley Vicarage, and I gather you've got some questions for me. So first question please, and I'll try and answer as quickly and as honestly as possible, but doesn't mean to say that my answers are always right. It's simply my opinion. So here goes. First question please.
What does Christmas celebrate?
Christmas celebrates the coming of Jesus, his birth in Bethlehem, and the fact that God in Jesus was born as a human being, and that's what we celebrate. We don't necessarily know that it was definitely the 25th of December, but we've had to sort of put a date somewhere in the calendar, so that's what the church has come up with. 25th of December, we celebrate Jesus' birth in Bethlehem with all the shepherds and the kings and the camels and the sheep, etc. Okay, next question.
Do you believe God came to earth at Christmas?
Yes, I do believe that God came to earth at Christmas. God has always been involved in the earth, and God created everything, created the universe, so has always been very much involved with the earth. But God came to earth at Christmas. So, yes, I do believe that. Came in the form of a baby, Jesus. Okay. Bell's ringing on the clock, so just stop, pause there for a moment. There we go. Right, it's shut up now. Next question, please.
In which ways was Jesus an ordinary person?
Jesus was an ordinary person. Right, he was born as a baby. He had flesh and blood. If you pinched him, he would have said, ow. He got hungry, he got thirsty, he needed to wear clothes. As I said, he got hungry, thirsty. He even went to the toilet as well. So he was fully a human being, and he laughed, he cried. On occasions he got cross, and yeah, so he was as human as anyone else was human. That was the whole point of the matter. Okay, next question.
In which ways is he God on earth?
Right. We need to look at the Gospels for that. That's the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the New Testament. And can you repeat the question again? I've just lost my thread.
In which ways is he God on earth?
He's God on earth. He's the image of God. God created. God created all of us, and Jesus has always been part of God. So Jesus was God on earth. If we look at Jesus, or what we think of the image of Jesus, we look at God, and we can see God in the face of everyone, because we're made in that image as well. So that's how I believe God was on earth. Okay, next question.
How do your beliefs make a difference to your life and to life in your church?
Right. Jesus came. Jesus was very good, and he taught a way of living that was very good, always looking out for other people. And I think that's what I've tried to do in my life. Don't always get it right. I can be as selfish as the next person. And I can get grumpy. Just ask my family. They're all saying I'm getting grumpy at times. Especially I don't hear very well at times, and I sort of miss things, so I get grumpy. But I, generally speaking, I try to be good, and I try to encourage others in the church with that goodness. And actually, the people in the church are usually a lot better at it than I am. So there you go. Next question.
What do you do because of your beliefs?
What do I do? Well, I suppose if I was being really sort of pleased with myself, I would say that I sort of given up the majority of my life to serving God. The fact that I'm ordained, I'm a vicar, I live in a vicarage, I work often, mostly in the church and in the community. I suppose if I was being really sort of patting myself on the back, that's what I'd say. But the difference it's made, Yeah, again, remind me of the question. I've lost my thread. I often do that.
What do you do because of your beliefs?
What do I do because of my belief? I try to be good. I try to encourage others to be good and to always see the best in other people. And again, I don't always get it right. It's that grumpiness again. Right, next question.
How does it feel to sense God's Spirit is with you or inside you?
God's Spirit. Now that's an interesting one. I always think of the Spirit of God as the sort of the energy, the power of God. If you've got something like a torch, and you may have seen me or may not have seen me in worship at times saying about the Holy Spirit and being like the battery inside a torch. If you've got a torch and you switch it on and there's no battery inside, it's a perfectly useful, functioning torch apart from the fact it's got no energy. So the Spirit of God is the energy, and it's almost like a feeling inside yourself when you're empowered by the Spirit. You have these sort of aha moments, and you sort of follow those, and it gives you some sort of energy to get on and do things for the church. Next question.
Does the Spirit help you to be calm, to be good, to be strong, to be loving, or what?
Yes, it does. As I said, third time here, I get a bit grumpy, I get a bit cross, but generally speaking, I'm a sort of pretty measured sort of person. I'm the sort of person that puts things in boxes, mental boxes. If I've got an issue, I put it in a box and I get on with something else, and then I can get on with something else, and then I can get on with something else. And perhaps it's the Spirit that helps me do that, or just human nature, I don't know. But the Spirit, yes, the Holy Spirit, as I said, this calm, it is a calm energy, but also can be very fiery at times, and gives us a sort of a kick up the backside to get on and do things. So it's calm, and it's very sort of wildly energetic. Okay, next question.
St. Paul says, there is one body and one Spirit, just as you were called to one hope when you were called. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. What does it make? Sorry.
Go on.
What difference does it make to your church to believe this?
What difference does it make? Well, I think one thing we shouldn't be doing is saying, right, we've all got it right, because we're right, you're wrong. St. Paul was a great one for sort of trotting things out and saying, if it's like this, then something else must happen, and it's like that. He was very clear in his belief, which on one level is great because it helps us to develop a belief. But also, we need to be aware that other people have other experiences of God, and I think it's to do with experience. I do believe there's a sort of one faith, one Lord, one baptism, etc. Because to come to Jesus, to believe in Jesus, we are baptized, and that baptism is washing away everything that was before, and so living a new life in Him. And even though we sort of fall and fail and everything else, we've had that one-time entrance, if you like, that one-time experience of baptism. Most of us don't remember it. Most of us are baptized as children or as babies, whatever. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. So I think Paul's right, but also other people's experiences of God are also right. I think that's the last question, isn't it?
Yep.
Right, thank you very much. Hopefully I'll see you at some point. Boris Johnson has given us a roadmap for getting back together again. So hopefully before the end of the academic year, I'll be able to come into school to see you. If not, well, video will do, and I'll be sending some more worship stuff soon. So hope you're all well, and have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.